Donald Trump, at his rallies, he tends to deliver the same message sort of over and over. It's a little bit practiced. He doesn't have notes, but it's sort of the same script. But that doesn't mean that at various points he doesn't have a little bit of trouble expressing his thoughts. And you're going to see that demonstrated right here.
The latest act of resistance is the op-ed published in the failing New York Times by an anonymous, really an anonymous, gutless coward. You just look.
I don't know what that was.
No, it's so childish to laugh at that.
I know, but it's impossible to not. I mean, so in another part of this speech, he said, you know, they say that I don't have the mental capacity. Okay, first of all, I wouldn't be talking about that. Okay, and he says, how could they say that? I give all these speeches. He said it in a Fox News interview before one of the rallies. He said, I give all these speeches and people can see. I talk for an hour straight. I know, we did see. When you say anonymous, you don't know how to say anonymous. Well, you're not really proving your case that you're in a wonderful mental state. That doesn't seem like, if it is Exhibit A, I would argue that it's in the opposite direction.
And he never got it. Like most people will go anonymous, oh, this is a tough word, anonymous. But he was just like, I'm just gonna go on and not acknowledge it. And in both videos that we have seen so far, he just starts saying these words, so many words. I don't understand what must be going through the mind of most people in the audience. It's almost like they're listening to him going like, no, you got it, buddy. You'll get there eventually.
Right.
You got it. I know that when you say these two people from the Democrat, Republican, the opposite, they just, I don't know.
Well,
like help him out. Someone who didn't show their face.
I've been very frustrated the few times that I do tune into these rallies that when he says something crazy, you don't see a reaction behind him because we don't see most of the people in the crowd. The only people we see are the people standing behind him. And generally, they love it. It doesn't matter what he says, how crazy it is, how rambling it is, ominously. It doesn't matter, but not last night, where there was actually an individual behind him who was not having it, who I personally believe might be the resistor inside of the White House. But anyway, here he is. You'll notice his face pretty immediately.
An anonymous, really an anonymous, gutless coward. Seriously, people that don't exactly dig us and they don't exactly like me, they're fighting for us. It's an incredible, it's actually a beautiful thing. We've picked up a lot of support because at some point this whole thing is going to be exposed. Other countries, by the way, are not doing well at all. And had I not won, we would have been in negative. We wouldn't be at 4.2. We would have been in negative numbers. We were going down. And the tax cuts, we freed up our country, and it's great to watch. I mean, okay. Tell me, is raising your taxes like supposed to be a popular thing to do? Because what's going on, they have been driven ever an economy like we have. Nobody's ever had this economy. So hopefully you're going to remember that. Where we took that horrible Iran deal and we terminated it, and you look at what's going on. We're respected again as a nation.
As Brooke noticed, the thing that bothered him most, getting out of the Iran deal.
Right, he was like, all right, okay.
That was just a bridge too far.
It was too far.
So they had him removed for making funny faces.
Right.
Yeah, they took him out.
I actually thought that was mild because I saw the headline, right? And I thought he was going to be doing a Trump imitation in the background going,
No.
we have a very strong economy. No, he was just like making tiny little faces. They're like, remove him, he does not agree with the president 100%.
Well, there's one point where Trump starts talking about how it was harder for him to win the electoral college than it is for someone to win the popular vote. And the guy behind him literally just goes, what?
Right. Just by definition, that doesn't make any sense.
Huh?
Yeah.
So then they do, and then when they bring someone out to replace him, it is amazing. It is just like someone jaunts out and like, he just kind of looks and sees someone approaching him and he kind of knows the jig's up and then he walks off to the side. But then they replace the two people standing next to him.
They were worried
They're
it
like,
had
"Get
been,
everybody out of there."
the infection had spread.
Yeah.
I, for one, am offended that blacks for Trump are not represented in that background shot this time because Diamond and Silk would never.
Maybe they thought the two people next to him were like Diamond and Silk, just going like,
Do you think it was this guy absolutely was like, I'm going to see if I can get right behind Trump the
I
whole
was thinking
way?
that, like, if this was the plan, how did he just ended up too perfect?
Yeah, well, they must not have their extreme vetting in place. But yeah, because I love the alternative. The alternative is more funny. He's like, oh, this Trump guy seems pretty great. And then this is the first time he's actually listened. He's like, oh my God, he's lost it.
He's the last American who could change their mind politically.
He's like,
Everyone
I just
else
caught
doesn't
up on
do
House of Cards. So what's this guy about?
he's like, I came in here believing that Q Imam was right.
Anonymous, actually. Most people don't know about Anonymous. It's women who have kids and are hackers, and they fight against the government.
But yeah, when he mispronounced anonymous, he actually was trying to say aneurysm.
2 easy ways to follow the Young Turks. One is hit the subscribe button down below. Then you're a TYT subscriber. And second is ring the bell. And when you do that on YouTube, you're notified of our videos.